All right.
Bourgeoisie.
I already know Tiamat's brother's name.
Bourgeoisie?
Steve.
It does start with a B. Okay. Yes. Last time on. Yeah, Babs.
What about Bob?
You guys started out in the tower. Yes, Wensit's tower.
Yes.
You ended up.
We revived probably clone Wensit, thinking it was the real Wensit. There was a little torture, just a little.
Just a toe. Yes, you found Wensit's dead body, along with Cloud's dead body.
Right.
But you decided to resurrect Wensit and ask him questions. He basically spouted this yarn about how a clone of himself, found and murdered him. Mentioned that the clone had the scythe. And you guys questioned him a lot and used his own of truth, but he appeared to be telling the truth the entire time. Poorly. So yeah, getting nowhere with that. You guys. Oh, and one more thing. He murdered Clouds, who started wandering over as a zombie.
Yeah, and then he just murdered him.
That one's kind of an important detail. Found some suspicious paraphernalia down there. And then you guys left and went to the. So once it actually dropped you off via a teleportation spell to the foot of Mount Hundle, which is right there. There, you guys encountered a train that was being run by gnomes. You explored the mountain and found that there is a city, a small city deep within the mountain that it was inhabited by deep gnomes as well as technically advanced people using various technologies that you guys didn't know much about. You also met the mayor of the town. I forgot his name, but he also has a piece of the magical armor, which grants him intelligence, and that would help to explain why they made so many technological advances. In such
Martin was arrested.
Yes, Martin was arrested for
Hey, Emily.
just baseball
Do you want to
batting.
take the baby for a bit?
We tried to ditch him.
Gorsuch.
Yeah, Gorsuch.
Yes.
Deep Gnome King.
There was
I
some
will
assault.
always think of him as Gorsuch, only because there's a Supreme Court justice named Gorsuch.
So, additionally, you guys learned that the kingdom of the seven heavens actually manifested and appeared above the mountain a couple months ago.
Guts are hurting me.
And so the scientist leader guy offered to take you up in his airship. He dropped you off, and you guys encountered a being known as the bookkeeper, who says it's time for you to face your sins. You guys haggled a little bit, came up with a deal where for each level of heaven, in order to progress, you have to repent of one sin. And then you can move on. And that's where we'll begin our good time today.
Do you have a map?
A map.
Or inspiring image?
I'll just pull up the bookkeeper. There we go. Kind of grainy, but behold the bookkeeper.
full-on seraphim.
For your first sin, you must repent, being the sin of sloth.
I was Do each one of us get to decide?
I will give you the opportunity to repent of one sin of sloth. However, if you want to repent of other sins as well, you will have the opportunity to do so. But in this particular instance, I will remind you of a sin which you undertook. And he'll open up a book, in that his giant book that's in front of him, and he just turns like 2 pages. And he begins reading. And then the squandered pushed the child into the portal. Instead of caring for the child and making sure that he was safe, and taking the time and energy to make sure that he was okay, instead they shoved it off to the unknown.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
For this sin you must repent.
Oh, that was sloth?
It was.
I knew she was right there too.
Yeah, that tracks.
No, that doesn't track at all. That wasn't sloth.
I'm in a very low chair right now.
Just calls him the table.
Pushing him right now.
She's sick.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick of our crap.
Hey, thank you very much.
Escort him?
Yeah. Go through his low-key report. See, this is why the whole moral dichotomy as defined by heaven is wrong. So does somebody want to repent of it, or should I just go ahead and do
I
it?
can do it.
You will all repent right now.
Oh,
You will find the child,
I can
and
say
you
all
will
agreed to it.
keep him safe, and when you have him in your hands, I will come and bring you back to this place.
What? You have to go find him?
And with a... He shuts the book, everything goes dark,
Just got here.
and you find yourself...
This is St. Peter.
Back in
Something
Oh,
like
no,
that.
this is the
Come
bookkeeper.
on, back in whence its tower.
St. Peter.
No,
Or
what
what is it?
Peter.
St. Paul or is it St. Peter?
St. Peter.
It is St. Peter. Yeah.
Really gate C.
But it's the bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Right.
See, he's got
My
lots
simple
of
brain
lots
needs,
of
he
biblically accurate angel wings.
We gotta find the kid that Shauna shoved through the portal. And once we have him back safely with us, we'll be brought back.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Where's Shauna?
Really?
And it wasn't really a shove; it was a
She
gentle
stuck a
toss.
note on him and put him into the portal.
And he's telling me that was lazy.
Where's the portal
Perhaps
at?
lazy would have been to have left him in the cage altogether.
Alright.
So we found where we needed to make it.
No, it was a portal in Wence's tower that.
You guys all find yourselves outside of Winsit's Tower once again.
Outside of Wence's Tower?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Go through the portal.
However, things are different.
Oh.
Is the door open?
The tower appears to have gone through
Oh, the windows are open.
a bit of wear and tear in the meantime. There are pieces that are blown out. The small fires can be seen alighting in the garden spaces around. There are burn marks on the outside of the tower.
Let's see.
Is there a battle?
Hopefully not right
It's
now.
seemingly quiet at the moment, but it looks like something went down.
It does look like there was a ball.
Are there what?
Are there bodies strewn about?
No bodies.
Destruction.
Did we go through the portal yet?
No, we just
No.
got the bookkeeper.
We're
transported
outside.
us to the tower.
We're outside the tower.
Yes.
So we're not inside.
We got
We're
booted.
seeing this now outside
So-
the
Yeah,
tower.
I thought we were gonna.
Push over.
No, we just haven't moved the pieces.
When said we're back?
How would they respond to that? Um,
Did you have word of recall?
No.
that's a cool spell.
That's the one
Martin's
where you
not
said.
here. He's arrested.
No, he's
No,
with
he-
us
we-
now.
He's with us now.
He got arrested because he went through the wall to the underground city.
Because I went to the bathroom
And
and
a
didn't
kid
tell
scared him.
everyone, hey, don't let him do something stupid.
Yeah, a guy saw him,
Thought that was
got
You hear-
scared, yelled. He ran up, smacked him.
You hear a voice from around the corner
Back out the door.
saying, the squandered!
Yes, that is us. I will walk in.
Yeah, you walk in, and you turn the corner, and you'll actually see quite the scene before you. I'm gonna need these. Give me a red one and give me a wizardy looking one.
Mini. Red one.
Red wizard?
Yeah, red wizard, like one of those robed ones.
No fade?
Give me the red guy right there at the bottom.
This guy?
Sure, that'll work. Alright.
You said red.
It's all good.
I'm colorblind, and so
I just don't want to giant
can't
word
guess
from
it.
You guys file through. Alright, the scene before you is as follows. You can see Wensit sitting in the chair. However, he looks to have been through quite the ordeal. He is bleeding from many places, and his eyes appear a bit dazed. It appears that he is, at the moment, incapacitated.
That's disappointing.
Standing next to him, you see... Yeah? Hold on a second.
Another Winsett?
Hold on a second, I forgot that. I had this.
Oh, gosh.
That's beautiful.
It's very itchy. You got it on backwards.
Oh,
That gives it more mystique.
okay.
It gives him more mistake.
There we go.
Speaking backwards. Is it death?
You see another Wensit standing right next to him.
Sweet.
This one appears to be untouched, however. And he's also the one who's speaking to you.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Whose weapon is the pincher? I'm scared of that.
One with the scythe was the evil one.
I was wondering who it was who had brought this larvae back to life. I actually owe all of you a little bit of thanks. So thank you.
You're welcome.
So what brings you here?
What's the safe word? What's the safe word, Winsett?
Antigone.
Ah, okay.
No, that's wrong.
No,
It was safe word.
that's your safe word.
That's your shit.
It's just like, don't understand that.
Ah, so you defeated. Wait, you just.
Which one said it? The one with the scythe or the one without the scythe?
You said we brought him back to life.
Oh yes, yes. Like I said, I owe you some thanks, and as a token of my gratitude, I will tell you all the unadulterated truth. It's about time you heard something other than this first draft's lies and terrible spewing awfulness.
I guess it's on the truth. Does he fail?
Like I said, I promise I'll tell you everything. It's the least you deserve to know.
He chooses to fail then.
Yeah, he chooses
Okay.
to fail.
Let's see. So which one's the bad one? The one tied up or the one in...
He points the one that's not incapacitated will point down at the one below. He says, "This is the bad one."
Oh, okay.
The one that we
So we
brought back to life?
brought the one that's tied up back to life.
Yes.
But he
So you're
didn't
walking...
say it.
That's Death's scythe, right?
Oh yes, and that's the reason why I need to thank you. You gave me the opportunity to take this.
Oh my gosh.
That's all you have? Just that side.
Oh, he would also, at this point, reach into his pocket and put on a gauntlet engraved with a symbol. Not only a symbol, but there's also a magical circle inscribed around the hilt of the gauntlet as well.
That's the one we saw the minute before.
That's
yes.
it? That's all you have?
Oh no, I'll tell you the whole story. You see,
Okay.
it all started.
You want to go grab a chair?
Yes, grab a chair, become a chair, whatever you would like to do. It all started back when you first visited me. You guys brought me such a wonderful specimen. What was his name again?
Clouds.
Ah, yes, Clouds. The fluffy rabbit person from another
It was a
plane.
cat.
Oh, cat person, excuse me. I get the two mixed up. Looks like anyways, yes, it all started with him. You see, he was a treasure trove of knowledge. I don't think you guys quite understood the value of what he had to say.
I'm pretty sure it was understood, it just nobody cared.
Ah,
And it came out in torrents.
well, that's the problem. If only you would
And
listen.
torrent is putting it lightly. More like flood, unceasing spurt.
Diarrhea.
Exactly.
Well, either way, he just so happened to know some very powerful magic. And all I had to do was just ask him a few questions, bring him back to life, coerce him a little bit. And he was able to tell me all about the secrets of the Shroud and the great mass of destruction that destroyed a section of his homeland. Very interesting magic. I think I figured it out. The key is simply this. It's A, power, and B, also a psychic component. The more minds, the better. So yeah, it all started with him. Because of that, I was able to develop a shield that protected me. Protects me even now against all sorts of things like scrying or unwanted teleportations or potions.
Or zones of truth.
Oh no, that's
Potions.
That's a homegrown one.
Any potions?
Specifically, potions that are too strong for you.
Oh.
So wait, when Voishon drank the reality-breaking potion that made 2 Winsets, the one that was unaffected by the potion, and one that was.
And that comes to the second part of my story. You see, you all called me up to help with a little bit of a break-in into a bank, seeking seeking what was inside.
A feather.
Yes, indeed, a feather. But yes, when I went in, I discovered that the feather had been used, and the person inside was possessing of this magnificent piece of magic. And so I used a little spell, stopped time, took it, and then left without anyone knowing differently.
But we saw you right outside the bank afterward.
Oh, of course.
Did you teleport back?
Oh, yeah.
Why did you deceive us, Winsett?
And that comes to the third part of my story.
Mm-hmm.
You see, ever since I was born, I knew I was different. I had the ability to use the magic ability of others. The only thing I needed was to see their abilities and to just have a little taste of their blood. It's my magical ability, you see.
Sounds very unhygienic.
Wait. You have a whole library of every student of the Arcanum.
Yes.
You have all of their blood.
Yes, indeed. So I realized, hundreds of years ago that I was special. I was different. And that someday I would realize my true potential. Which all of you, I think, have helped me achieve. You see, with that shield and with this scythe, I was able to, well, I think just become the me that I was supposed to be rather than this. He points down at the battered and bruised Winsett. I'm sorry you had to see me like this, by the way. He was scared, understandably. But yes, you see, I was able to escape the power of that potion. And with this staff, I was able to find some new allies and gain more strength.
Son of a... The allies. Go on.
Ah, yes. You see, this here doohickey, it allows me to have dominion over all things that are spirits. For example, shades, or wraiths,
Oh, that's it? That's your allies.
or shadowvar.
So not
Those are your
allies,
allies?
not allies.
Oh, those
not
are
allies. Just
Oh,
plain
I
things.
thought. Oh, I was worried you were allies with somebody else.
Does it grant you any power over revenants?
If they were separated from their bodies, absolutely.
So,
First warden would show up right now. Do you have a corpse nearby?
It's funny you should mention that. That was, I think, one of the few mistakes I've made was leaving this guy as a corpse. I think I'll do a little bit better this time.
Who is that guy? Is he an evil clone?
He is simply an unfortunate version of reality. You see, when the potion passed over me, it was unable to affect me due to the shield which I had perfected from the magic that Clouds was able to teach me. And so, a new reality was created with a new Winsett. However, one that didn't have this.
I like the 12.
no, right? Every time.
Every time.
So, is this Winsett evil?
So just the
Depends on
different-
what your definition of evil is.
So what was with the
World
child
domination.
in the basement?
Ah, yes. That was an experiment. One of my earlier attempts at using Cloud's magic, I needed to make him into a bit of a psychic, if you will. I ran a few experiments on him.
That's it?
Yeah.
Did some experiments on
Oh, yeah.
it. Okay, cool. Well, we have to go find him. So,
Oh, and that's the other thing. He actually will
The fifth part of your story?
Yeah, he was a box.
take the staff and he'll just lightly push the center of the unfortunate Winsett's forehead, and from his gauntlet, streaming into the scythe, a magical circle is going to appear on Winsett's forehead.
Which Winsett?
The one on
the bad
the
one.
chair.
The one on the chair?
Yeah,
Four-
the beat up
four,
one.
yeah.
You'll not want to be in anywhere near this vicinity here very shortly.
Oh, you're gonna blow him up?
Not quite blow up. I'm not sure what will happen to him, actually. I'm not quite sure of the science behind it. But as he does so, the Winsett on the chair starts to like convulse, and actually a gray mist is beginning to spread from this magical circle, which is also beginning to spread across his body.
Okay, we should probably just go through the portal then. Well, so you're not allying yourself with anybody that you can't control, right?
Oh, that's right. Since you gave me this great opportunity to get this and also this magic, and then from this and the magic, also
You didn't twirl
this.
it this time. Twirl it. There we
He
go.
holds it.
Ah,
He holds it onto it. Yes, this in particular is quite powerful. I think I'll make good use of this. But yeah, no. In thanks for allowing me to get these things, I'll just let you know. I plan on taking over. So,
What? Anvillion, probably, right?
yeah, to start with.
That sounds good.
Spare us.
You may want to stay out of the way.
Of course.
Can I borrow
Of
the
course,
scythe
of course.
sometime?
That sounds fun.
Just borrow. I don't need to keep it.
At this point, the magical circle is spread to the
Yeah,
floor.
we should probably go through the portal. And, yeah, you don't have the fork, right? Not the devil's fork?
I do not. Do you know where it is?
Yes. But
Where is it?
Well, we've got to go through this portal.
We're working on
Cheruensit is obviously profusely creating poisonous mist, so we'll catch you on your way to conquer everything. So,
Or stay out of your way.
At this point, he's going to wordlessly open a gate. Right
I
next
use
to
my
him.
divine sense.
Okay.
Does Winsett smell evil?
What is divine sense again?
undead, dead, devils,
The
abominations.
location of any celestial fiend or undead, any consecrated or desecrated place or object, and
Sounds right up your alley. I think the scythe is an object.
powerful good registers like music ringing in my ears, heavenly music ringing, and strong evil registers in my senses like a noxious odor.
This, I think, would count as a consecrated object, so you would sense this.
The death scythe is consecrated.
Additionally,
It's a strong.
yes, there's a terrible smell of rotting and death and decay. Additionally, you sense there's about a dozen undead emanating from Winsett over here,
Which one's it?
the one with the scythe. And as you look a little closer, you can actually see that there is something very odd about him. His shadow is completely solid black. It sheds no light whatsoever. Additionally, as you look, you can see that there's like little hands and faces in the shadow, like trying to escape before kind of amalgamating back into the shadow.
Yeah, that sounds
That sounds evil.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we've got a mission right now.
Ah, yes, I've got a mission of my own, you see.
Yeah, but
No
the giant
worries.
stock hammer was
You still have
only
the
blocked by
stone.
sloth.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I do have the
I'm
Stone.
just guessing at how the morality of this universe works. It's all very arbitrary. The angel said, the child, and like, oh, so now we're supposed to be distracted by every little thing? How is that sloth? That seems like a lack of self-care.
There's the bookkeeper's morality, and then there's my own code of conduct.
Exactly, and that's a problem.
I feel if we don't confront evil
I'm
when we
gonna walk through
face
the
it,
portal.
the deaths that sweep across the land are our responsibility. I cast Dispel Magic on the beat up Winsett.
What in the suck name I'm going to do with that idea?
I don't need to know how it works, I just need to force my will upon it. I assume it's a 4th level spell or higher.
It is. It's a 9th level spell, I would say.
Okay, so the DC is 19. I have to make a charisma check.
Go for it.
You and your Hexadin.
I'm going to use a left point.
Oh, jeez. Charisma is his big thing.
Do I get a guidance?
It doesn't work that way.
Yep.
I'm already declaring what it does.
And more luck points.
I can only use it once. That's an 18.
The spell circle spreads on the floor towards everyone. As it gets closer to the one sit with the staff, he's just going to walk through his gate, and it's going to shut behind him.
Oh,
Oh, that punk. Alright, I need guidance! Help me!
Guidance.
I'm casting Dispel Magic again.
I'm just kind of watching. I was like, I'll stay around the office.
There.
Enjoying the
23.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I was about to just go through the
25.
portal.
Oh, no, sorry. It wasn't 23.
Check this out real quick.
14 plus 7 is 21.
Trying to think how this would work. It is a magical effect. Yeah, I'll say that.
My will against its power.
The circle stops spreading, and as it does, all of the matter that is within a 10-foot circle simply turns to ash and floats to the ground,
Including one set.
including Wensit.
That doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Can anybody communicate with the dead?
speak with
Well,
them.
Well, now it's ash.
I don't know, it just matter.
Do you
Smile
need a
at that.
piece?
Oh my god.
What would we want to ask him?
The ones that had
Yeah.
I texted her?
Cody, that was you?
It was me that time.
Okay, well,
In multiple senses, because
So
I've
that
also
might
been
have-
Wensit this entire time.
That might have actually been Winston then.
It was Winston. They were both Winston, but we've
Yeah.
seen now that given access to unlimited power, Winston
Is that
turns evil.
is evil.
And a magical shield, courtesy of clouds. What?
Reuse the switch.
All right, well, we still have a child to save. Problem solved.
No problem postponed. We'll have to deal with that later.
Okay. Thought we were going to get distracted for a second there.
Alright, fine. I'll go
Sidestep.
first. I'll go through the portal.
I'll follow behind.
All right, me too.
We're all in there.
All at once?
Not all at once.
Perhaps we should have waited until I got to the other side instead of safe.
Nah, we know we have to find the child no matter what.
Child went through, we go through.
Alright, let me pull up the far
How old
room
were the
real
kids?
quick. Hold on.
So what do you think? Do you think that counts? Exactly.
Alright.
Two of my third level spells. And a life point.
It's a good thing you stopped that, by the way.
How large would it have grown?
Depends
Oh,
on
it goes countryside.
it depends on how many people are in it.
Just one?
Just one, it probably would have taken out the tower. If it reached all of you, a lot more.
What was it?
Something bad.
So
Alright.
bad, he's still not going to tell you about it.
Not much is known about it.
Recover a third level spell.
Don't you have to do that by touching me?
Yes.
Alright, here we go.
Technically, it takes 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll do that in a minute when it's.
You said you burned a third level spell. So
I burned two third level spells.
now you can get one back. Jeez. Oh, you can get a third level spell, but I don't want it. Not
We're
right
not
now.
opening- I'm definitely not opening a pack this day. We're going back to the town. I'm a sugar kid right
What, did you
Worst
find
that'll
one?
happen, she'll-
Yeah.
Say it again.
The worst that'll happen, she'll just yell at you.
Oh dear.
now. Look, scream.
Not Martin screaming.
I'll say that you guys are in that corner over there. Why not?
And not as fiery over here.
Sure. So you actually find yourself in a familiar location. This is Wensit's office in the Arcanum University. Where the first
Fire.
item. But yeah, the building is on fire.
Jeez.
Additionally, I'll just say that the window kind of overlooks bits of the city of Anvillion, which is also on fire.
What's it's doing? Maybe.
Uh,
Or Carcos, huh?
Gotta find out.
Or Dragon. Or
Make us
maybe
forward
somebody had a fireworks show that went really, really, really awry.
So right now you're inside of the building. Do you want to venture outside?
Yeah.
Let's get
I would like to look for marks of a child.
Okay.
Would you like me to make a survival check?
Sure.
Do we kind of look like footprints and stuff of a kid?
Something. Yeah, I am not interested in finding this job. 13.
As a matter of fact, in the ashes, it's fairly easy to see. There are little footprints wandering from the magical teleportation circle down the hall, and you assume heading toward the entrance.
Alright, that's where we go. Follow. Somebody have like control or create water.
No.
Wander outside.
I'll say that you guys end up out right here. This is terrible. It kills all the NPCs.
Thank you.
I need to check something real quick. Give me a second. The effect how this goes.
We'll conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. The area can be up to 30 feet long and up to 10 feet wide. And up to 10 feet tall.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
I use that to clean the bar.
You said to clean a bar?
Yes, he threw up in it.
Well,
Well, he did a little more than throw up.
Oh.
They go doubtful events.
it happens sometimes. Not to me, but
Yes.
other people. That's tragic. How did that come about?
Oh, he wanted to try a very special drink, and they had little,
Usually how it works.
a very special drink. He got 5 of them, and they have little beads that, when mixed, they like explode kind of with magical colors. And
Oh, that's
really
fun.
nice smell.
So,
So he decided to
When do we
just
see
swallow
it?
this
Why
crap.
would you do that?
so you exit the square. You see that there are the city is in ruins. There's rubble strewn all over the place, as if great boulders came crashing into the city. Additionally, there is fire and there's brimstone. There's actual pools of magma in various places throughout the city. In addition to this, you hear a trumpeting voice with 7 concordant notes yelling, "Where is he? Bring him to me now!"
Hercules! Where are you?
At least the orc invasion has now been stopped.
Bring me the one known as Potion Seller!
Oh no.
No.
Is it the dragon?
And with this, all of you look up to the sound,
Oh no, it's a
and
dragon.
you see a pair of great wings
What
and a
color is
terrible
she?
body with 7 draconic heads.
7?
Oh yeah.
5 draconic heads. Excuse me.
It's Tiamat's mother.
5 draconic heads flying up above before crashing into a section of the city.
No, she wants
Rubble
potion.
going everywhere.
How did she get here?
Didn't Vance let her out?
No, Vance got eaten by her.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to continue to track the child.
All right, roll a.
That's a nat 20.
Oh wow!
And my survival is +9. So 29.
Spurred by the adrenaline.
Yeah,
you
you
never
don't
track
want to
someone
deal
in
with
your
that.
life. You see that the tracks actually lead to a well not too far from here. It's right there, as a matter of fact.
We're just there.
All right, running over to the well. Yeah, yeah, child. You remember me?
I'm the one that shoved you through the portal.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a shove. It was a light toss.
There's no answer.
Where's Tiamat?
Destroying a section of the
Yes,
city
don't
about like
provoke Tiamat.
quarter of a mile
She's
away.
killing people. I'm sworn to defend this realm.
Can you go down there see if the child's
There
there?
is
Sooner
something
we
you
grab
would
the child,
notice.
the better off.
So I'm gonna tie a
So
rope.
despite the
Why do
screaming
you
that's
need to tie a
happening
rope?
because of the music, there
Child's gotta
actually.
come back up.
You can run up.
Let's see here.
Think of a way you could drag me back out when I find out it's bad down here.
Let's just find potion cellar. What good is he anyway?
Can I just run down the
Aren't
well?
we supposed to save potion seller?
No.
So,
Oh,
real quick.
yeah.
So oddly enough, you haven't seen another single soul, and you don't hear any cries or yelling or anything. Just the voice of Tiamat and the building's burning.
I swear.
So if we can put it to an alternate dimension.
What?
Alternate dimension.
I don't know how to do that.
Mark.
No.
Yeah! I'm gonna flash forward to you.
I'm saying have
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna run down the well.
All right.
Martin!
You go down the well. You land into a small puddle of water, about like half a foot deep, with tunnels leading back and forth.
Do I see footprints?
Not in the water, but with an adequate check, you might find something else.
Martin, let's find
Well,
potion
adequately
cellar for
check it.
Tiamat
Hmm?
first.
Where am I adequately checking?
Either survival or investigation.
I'm ignoring you.
I'll jump down the well too. I'll
18.
That's pretty good. There are scuff marks in the slime leading in a certain direction.
Alright, there's scuff marks down here I'm gonna follow.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna
I'll
follow
climb
the scuff mark.
down.
Are you coming down?
following.
You coming down too?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is anyone going with Martin?
No.
Oh,
He's
no.
fighting a five-headed
Flew off.
All right.
huge dragon.
ask.
and He's on his own.
He left, so there's a well over there.
It's on a flying horse.
If I don't got this, I'll run away.
You have the void potion, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna use it.
I know.
Potion Seller never told us what it did, so I'm gonna drink it.
Well, potion, we were supposed to give it to potion seller.
I'm
He
sorry.
gave us a potion to give to him
In the future.
in the future.
His past self gave.
Current.
I wrote it all out so I wouldn't get confused, and I read it out, and I still got confused after I read it out.
Alright, that's
So his future self gave his past self something to give us to save his future self.
No, save his past self in the future.
Hold on, I'm pulling this up.
And I'm flying towards Tiamat spaces.
He came back to save
Alright.
us,
Yeah.
so that
Guess
we
what?
can give a
We
potion
had
to
this
future
property
him.
slot too. So I got a sending.
we
stone
were
to
supposed to
potion
just
seller.
fight him.
You know? I'm probably 100 feet away from you.
Oh yeah, he's on.
I'm gonna try and call potion seller.
Do we have something that can call potion seller?
A sending stone.
That reminds me, in the past, future me gave this present to past me, so that present me could give this present to present you, so that future you could save future me, so that future me could make this present to give to past me.
Oh.
Yes.
Like choke.
Yes.
So we do need to give it to him.
And you give it to him to save him so that he can make it to go back and give it to himself to give to you.
Okay.
Alright, what do we want to resolve first? The tunnelers or the...
It shouldn't take me long.
Okay. We'll get this out of the way. Let me pull up another battle map. Oh boy.
All then bring out Tiamat.
Right
back here, right behind you.
Five-headed.
Oh man, I don't even know if I want to touch that.
I think a wing might fall off, but the rest of it.
Yeah, one of the wings falls off.
Whole body.
It was only a couple $100.
Oh,
Don't
God,
worry.
please don't make me touch it.
Don't touch it.
I'm
You're
getting
not
nervous
comfortable.
falling out of my hand. It's sweaty. I don't need to
You have to
touch
be gentle with Her Majesty. Just put your hand like this. under her chest and lift.
I cannot be
That
held
sounded oddly
responsible.
Put your hand
I think it's the wing on the
like
right.
this. Under her chest. Oh,
In
Almost.
particular, the destruction.
yep, and lift.
Oh,
She's like a cat.
indeed. My cat used to follow me around everywhere.
Did you drop her?
No.
Then don't be
She was
afraid.
just
Try to
clawing me
get
if I did.
key or something that looked like a key.
Oh, God, I hate that. Cool. If you want to turn that, then.
Bring me potion seller.
Okay, I'm flying toward Tiamat on my Pegasus. I'm gonna reach around and be digging in my pack. Does she notice me approaching?
How fast are you going?
Very
The
fast.
velocity of a swallow.
The velocity of a Pegasus, which is 90 feet per round.
Equivalent to an unladen South African swallow.
180 if I'm dashing.
Hold on, let me pull up her stats. I wasn't ready for a fight.
Around 2 seconds, I'm
Look,
always
if this
dashing.
doesn't
I
work,
didn't think you'd be stupid
this
enough to
doesn't
take
work,
on
you won't need her
Tiamat face to
stats.
face.
Okay, alright.
if this works or not, you won't need her stats.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that she doesn't notice. She was too busy
Hey Tiamat!
destroying the space.
Over here!
All 5 heads turn towards you.
I have potion cellar hidden in here! I have an obsidian box for you to look into.
Oh,
She chooses to save.
I'm trying to remember.
Because she has legendary resistance.
Now I've got to pull up the stats of the box.
Did you have to save with all 5
That's the
heads?
box that.
I don't know.
That killed you.
That
Yeah, I
killed
don't have eyes. Yeah, you were at full health, weren't you? I don't know. It killed you. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it'll insta-kill whoever looks in it.
Pandora's
That's
box.
a great idea.
Far. You guys are making me pull up the Zazlox. Here we go. Basement. Where the dead god is. Okay. Don't look at the key. Just kidding, you already know everything on there.
Oh, I seen it. Saw it.
I saw it. Still doesn't know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Okay, there it is.
White boxes.
This was. Alright, charisma saving throw we go.
Does she need to make a save?
Hey,
She wants to look in the box. I told her potion cellar was in there.
Make a deception check. I mean, this is an ancient god being here. Like, I don't really think it'll fall for tricks that easy.
30.
She falls for the trick.
You look trustworthy. This guy approaching me
With
on
this
a
small
Pegasus?
box saying that
Blinded
potion
by
cellar?
rage and confident in power, Tiamat approaches.
What's this box do for me?
Well, the only thing we know that it does is it kills people who look inside of it. Oh.
So yeah, using ginormous talons, it grabs this box from you, and with one of its, I'll say the blue head, looking at you with big eye, preparing a breath attack as it does so. One of the other heads will slowly open the box. And yeah, Tiamat dies.
What?
What?
Smash.
Are you serious?
What was that loud bang?
I guess Tiamat couldn't choose to save because of the box.
Oh, thanks. Is this a real Tiamat?
Dragon friend.
I'm gonna go and start picking off
When he
scales.
said he got it, he got it.
Yeah.
What?
God Slayer.
The corpse
Make a
falls
show
to the
now.
ground with a great peal of thunder as the whole city block crumbles beneath Tiamat.
I'm going to recover the box.
I'm gonna say that she falls on top of it and it breaks.
I'm gonna scavenge.
He doesn't want that.
Wait. The box breaks.
Do you know how much Tiamat weighs?
I don't want to know. She's a lady.
Yeah, I'd want to climb back out of the well after hearing
Wait.
a loud crash to see
The
what
box
happened.
broke. What comes out?
The whole city dies.
It's it just breaks.
Everybody that's not in the well passes.
I'll remove it from my inventory and say it was worth it.
Yeah,
Just
no
killed Tiamat.
Can I scavenge her scales?
Sure.
This is my kill.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't go down the well with the rest of us? Because I'm still hunting this child.
I thought that only one person went down.
No,
He went down first, I followed,
I follow.
and then as you followed, I feel like after hearing the thump, I don't want to know what that was, and you either call Martin if you have his son, or I try to go back. You'll see what happens.
Tiamat's body is still there.
Yeah.
It doesn't just disintegrate and return to Avernus.
It does begin to start to disintegrate.
And Thea's like, pulls out the fillet
I'm going to
knife.
chop off the heads before it happens.
Okay, I mean it's happening, so you gotta work quickly.
I worked quickly. I'll
It's a
start
good-
with the red one.
Okay. I'll say you get 3 before it's too late.
Wait, what?
Red, white, and blue.
Your body's disappearing.
Oh, I want the blue.
Fall off as much.
Grabbing as much blue as I can.
He is grabbing a bunch of scales.
Much.
I just yell up from the well, what happened?
The dragon is dead.
I ended the threat.
Alright, so chasing this child.
Do her
Alright,
heads stay?
you guys
Back to
continue
golf.
through these tunnels.
Do her heads stay?
Yeah, I'll say yeah. Why not?
Okay. I'll tie them together and then write a note saying property of Martin Silvershire.
There's gonna be the whole army shows up like, well, there's a note on it.
Gold Knight of the Realm.
Okay.
Gold question mark?
You're able to grab a
out a
good
dragon.
amount of scales off before the body
She's not
disintegrates.
the dragon. She's the queen of all evil dragons.
I don't think you'll stay a gold knight anymore.
And yeah, you guys continue through the tunnels. The tunnels actually become familiar after a little bit. You realize you've been in this section of the sewers before. It is the same sewers that leads to Potion Seller's Den.
Oh.
See,
Oh, we just
I
say-
don't know what the bookkeeper was talking about. It seems like the child is just fine.
I will rejoin the group.
Alright, down the well.
Well, only so many of us are down there.
Yeah, only 3 of us went down.
Yeah, I'll let them know. They went down the well. That's all.
Okay.
Dragons taken care of.
Okay.
Alright, so where do we end up with this mess?
Yes.
Hold on, I'll pull up a battle map. Anvillion.
So, did you try and call Potion Seller yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Maybe you could have been.
Anvillion
So
City.
he has a
He doesn't
job.
he doesn't have cellular signal.
Sewers.
Potion seller, are you
Stone
there?
signal. Yeah.
How did she get here?
The child?
There's so much you don't know. Alright. You guys make it to the entrance of Potion Seller's Den. In the sewer where he always resides for some reason.
Why not? Exactly. No one really wants to go down there. Less likely to have someone random show up.
Okay, who all's down there?
I think it was.
3 of us are done first.
We get there first. You guys have your dragon time. It's our time.
They're following behind, but they're a little ways behind. Because the whole dragon smash.
Okay.
Dragon smash.
Yeah, you
And skinning a dragon.
you reach the door.
Heading, partially.
Alright. Does the child's tracks lead in here?
They do.
Alright, knock on the door. I'm potion seller whose potions are too strong for me.
Yeah, Yeah, the door opens and you see a beautiful raven-haired woman wearing a long black nightgown. Opens the door.
Dragon lady.
Possibly. Hi, Angry.
Angry.
Yeah.
Short for angry.
I'm looking for a child. Did a child happen to show up here?
Oh, yeah. This way.
Thank you.
She leads you down and over here and leads you to this door and opens it up for you. And in here you see there is the child sitting on a chair and is being fed by a very studious centaur who's like feeding the child this gruel.
What is the tattoo on his haunch?
I forgot the number.
Is it higher than the last one?
It would be like 1 or 2 digits higher.
Okay. Hey, traveler. Do you remember me?
Oh, hey, how's it going? That's great.
Okay, so I'm going to go up to the child. Like, okay, do you mind if I touch your shoulders?
The child?
Yes.
He would say, hey, I remember you.
Yes!
You were the one who pushed me through that.
It wasn't a push.
You pushed me.
It was a gentle toss.
You sent me to. He just starts crying.
Yes, I sent you here. Are you safe?
I don't feel safe.
Traveler, what did you do to her? Or him?
Traveler's like, I've been feeding him granola. What'd you do?
I sent her here. She was in jail.
Oh. Well, we've been taking care of him.
Okay, him. Okay,
No worries.
I was confused.
At this point, your sword girlfriend is going to go over to the wall where various potions and bottles of various ingredients are sitting.
I can't. Okay.
She's going to poke one of them. It's going to fall to the ground. And rolling over to the center of the room is a human skull.
Ew.
However, it is also a little odd in that there is a long tuft of hair on it, and it has 2 glowing gems in its eye sockets and replacing several of the teeth.
Well, I'm gonna ask her what.
Isn't there? That's
What?
probably the horseman's head.
Oh.
Anyway.
Because it has the 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
So
child.
we need that head. Can I ask her why she did that as I'm like grabbing the head and trying to hide it?
Oh, she's like, I hate technology.
It's
And
a
she knocks over a
technological
few
head.
more.
Stop, that's not technology. Stop. Stop.
Okay.
You have to behave, otherwise we will put
I
you
will.
away.
I will bend down to the child. Okay. Why don't
Did
you
I take
feel
the-
safe?
Okay.
Because you're in the safest part of the city.
Have you seen what's up above?
Well, you're not there. You're here.
You can still feel it.
No, we fixed that.
You can hear it.
But
The dragon's
you're
dead.
okay. You're here. Did you?
We haven't
Do you
found
want me
the
to
secret
take you
yet.
back to the
I
cage?
realized the boy.
Did you feel safer there?
No. I wish I could go somewhere warm and safe and sunny where no evil ever took place.
I know a place, but you're not going to like the way to get there.
At this point,
Potion seller.
excuse me, Ingrid will kind of interrupt and say, I don't suppose you know where the potion seller is?
Who's asking that?
Ingrid.
Oh, no. Is he not here?
Last he said he was going to go find the ultimate, most powerful of ingredients for his most powerful of potions.
Oh.
But that was months ago.
Oh.
How long were we in the farm? I don't think we ever figured that out.
No, I don't think we did. But right now,
On this ship.
child. Job is child. Okay, so I need to make this child feel safe.
Thinking of potion shop have like a shelf of potions.
Yeah.
I want to look at potions and see if I can find any wish marked ones.
You kind of like are looking through the potions. I mean, there's a few various potions,
Can do something, but
but they're
it's
not
not
marked. Check it out, Emery.
Well, I give Corton to Emily, and Emily's with Janet Marie. She doesn't have Corton.
That's not good.
I would try to see if there's any potions that were similar to ones I've seen. So like that looked like the wish one or health one. Like so basically things that look similar. Since there's not like
You kind of peruse through some of the potions that are on the wall.
So any ideas? For
They are all
making
exceptionally
this child feel
unique. None of them really look like any of the others. You get the feeling that Potion Seller is not the type of potion maker to make
You
potions
can
that are
do that plane shift thing.
similar or
Do you want to
repeated.
take him to heaven? Because I was going to do the.
do I see any emerald green or
Yeah.
shiny diamond blue or star space looking ones?
There would be a glowing green potion,
Well,
kind of
Again,
a fluorescent green.
the way that the bookkeeper is
Yeah,
tracking
probably
morality
grab
is very
that
odd
one, and if there's one that
and
looks
hard
good,
to
it's like a
track.
kind of light shiny blue or
Agreed.
space looking, like kind of darker but
But I don't
shiny.
think we grabbed
There
the
would be
rod
one that
from-
kind of looks like stars.
I don't know why that one, but that one.
Okay.
too.
I don't think we grabbed a rod from heaven to
He
do.
seemed like it would be
Oh,
to me.
yeah, that's right. She needs it.
Grab the pocket.
So how are we gonna make this kid happy?
I don't know.
There's-
Like, it seems like the child should be happy.
I might find out what they do.
He's
where's the
saved.
kid from?
He's being fed. He's got a centaur. Traveler, you could totally take him for a ride, right? Or is that demeaning to you?
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, child. First, what is the child's name?
Child.
Child. The child will look
Spelled
up
with a
at you
Y.
and say, "My name is." I could have sworn I came up with a name last time, but I forget what it was.
Fred. My every guess is Fred.
Fred, that's what my mom called me when she would
It's-
mess my name up.
It's
with my
it's
brother's.
Brosner.
She's like, oh, that,
Okay, Brosner. So,
So,
I
yes,
want,
good.
I
Good.
need you to feel safe.
What's the child's favorite animal?
Please say something.
I like redbirds. Redbirds. Okay. I can turn into a redbird.
Yeah, no, the child is delighted with the red bird.
Yes. Cool.
And with that, the child finally feels safe.
we really, yeah. We
Do you guys have any other questions for the centaur or Ingrid before the bookkeeper gets you? You can feel reality start to stretch and fade as you're slowly
Did you want to
pulled.
ask Ingrid? Potion Seller's been gone for a couple of months. You want to ask any questions?
Questions before we teleport.
If Potion Seller's not here, then no.
Okay.
Let's see.
I will reassure the child that Tiamat is dead. I slew her.
May you grow up to be as powerful and resentful as Martin.
But yes, reality stretches before it's torn asunder, and you find yourself again in the presence of the bookkeeper.
So we just have the child with us now?
No.
No.
we made him
Yes,
happy.
the child is with you.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
child is with us.
How did you manage
Are
that?
they in the room right
Well,
now?
that's all we needed. We could just grab the child.
I was gonna say I was about to just walk over after doing my little potion searching and just grab the kid, but I was invisible. I terrified the crap out of him. Just come over.
The
I
point
think
was
hands
to
on child. We're supposed to.
Calm it,
I
right?
did.
I thought we were supposed to have the hands on. Like, we're supposed
I
to have
did
the child in
that.
hand.
I put my hands on his shoulders.
See, that's not all I thought we had to do.
Child
He
doesn't
didn't
like you.
you.
What?
You just walk
Why
over,
am I
put him
not
in a
that
headlock
low?
because you shoved him through the.
I didn't
You
shove.
shoved him into,
It was a
into
light
an
toss.
abandoned city being attacked by Tiamat.
The whole city was abandoned before Tiamat attacked?
No, as
I
Tiamat
ain't
said.
saying nothing.
We didn't really have time to go searching around. So we didn't.
Anyway, I calmed the kid by
I wonder
turning
what-
into its favorite.
That wasn't Villion though, right?
Alright.
I wonder what slaying Tiamat, what consequences that will have.
You get XP.
Oh, me? I did it. 23 levels?
Seriously.
I'll pick 'em well.
That was insane.
Okay, here we go.
See, if I had followed you, I could have flown up on the broom I had. And start talking to Tiamat because I talked to her before.
Is it a broom of flying, or is it just
It's a broom
animated
flying.
broom?
Because it was flying at me initially.
It's got
Until it came down
dual
after it
purpose.
was flying at me as I tried to run. I don't run that fast.
Alright, here we go.
I can fly with the broom.
I'm so sorry to bother you guys, but do any of you have one of those fancy 4K Ultra HD DVD players?
My
Xbox.
Yeah, that's in my.
No, I mean, like, do you own one? Jinx.
The PS4 should play that.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, we don't need it. We already have it. I just want to get rid of it because I bought it for like I bought it for $25 for my mom, but then I realized I bought the wrong one, so I had to put it on Amazon. It took forever.
Oh.
I can't play this on my DVD player, so I don't know what to do with it, and I want to give it away.
No one wants to watch Wonka.
You're lame.
I already have
Say
it.
if it was a good movie, yeah.
Do you,
And I
does
have it on.
anybody want to like give it to somebody?
Guys are
We haven't seen
I'll pay you $5.
They're
I'll
talking.
take it.
They're talking amongst themselves like they want it.
I'll pay you $5.
Apparently they haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet,
No.
and you have one of these.
My wife
Yeah, we
and
have Xbox.
daughter love it.
Yeah, the Xboxes are 4Ks.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
excited!
once.
You have to tell me next time you see it.
My
You
wife
watch it.
watched it like 3
Alright.
times.
Just
I
play
am
it.
Just
obsessed
be
with
honest,
soundtrack.
she haven't played it.
You already
She's
used the
done.
code.
She's like
No,
restarted
no,
it.
I haven't used it. I
Like
just
she'll
tried
do
to
other
get
things while it's
people
going
to
on, but she'll
work.
still see parts
And
until
so I
like she
bought
just
the-
restarts the movie. That was one of my. It was
My daughter
kids
did pull
and
it
my
out
wife.
and
I watched
fingerprints.
it repeatedly, so I saw like 4 times in a week. I was like, oh my god.
Happy birthday.
They actually watched it like 2 days ago or something.
Almost looks like the picture he has on there.
It's recently
Alright.
watched at my
Everything you
house.
have there almost like that.
Bookkeeper stands before you on a sandy beach. A beautiful dark ocean expands before you, behind you, excuse me, and in front of you, you see a glorious white city. Bookkeeper will say, "Welcome to Lunia, the Silver Heavens.
I love it.
You have now repented of the sin of sloth,
I want the gold.
and so thusly, you will no longer require to be slothful or to sleep.
Wait, we don't need to sleep.
Do we all get a long rest?
Is that just while we're here we don't sleep?
You have repented of your sin. It fades away."
Sleeping's a sin. Wait, what?
Hey kid, is this place warm and sunny enough for you?
Who?
The kid.
Oh, the kid's like, "It's pretty here."
It's shiny as hell.
Go find someone who wants you.
Oh, jeez.
Go, kid.
I can throw him into the ocean.
I'll just perch on his shoulder to make him happy.
Why wouldn't it want him?
Because the ocean is not
Alright.
sentient.
Wandering.
How do you know
somewhere.
that?
I don't know where I'm
I
wandering.
tried to talk to it, but it wouldn't be made.
Let me describe this location. So this layer is a oh, I need to turn the lights down. This place is actually perpetual night. Hold on.
But we don't have to sleep.
Is there a full moon?
See, now
No.
I take very much offense at the idea that sleeping is slothful.
If it was,
I tried to question
I
it,
would
but
be
it went away.
There
I
we
know,
go.
right? Sloth.
Still stuck on this whole not sleeping thing.
This layer is perpetual night, though its glistening silver stars and moon give off enough light to see.
Is this look like that potion I took?
How romantic.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
This night is not a haunting or frightening night, but rather a peaceful summer night that is warming and inviting.
Surprising.
Okay, that's enough of you.
That song was beautiful. Do we have
Additionally,
to stop it?
those who are used to being around the sea would know that it smells gross. However,
I hate the smell of the
this
ocean.
particular sea smells good. It's almost as if it's a freshwater sea. Let's see. Additionally, you can see that there are things jumping out of the water in the distance.
Things.
It appears to be dolphins. And then following the dolphins, what appears to be sea elves. But yeah,
Sea enemies. I like two sea elves.
Following or chasing?
And then sea monkeys are following them.
yeah. You guys, what do you guys want to do now?
I don't know where we're going to the ocean. You can play with all the dolphins.
I'm gonna taste the water.
No. You
It's
stay away from
slightly sweet, just like a
I
tiny
don't know
hint
why
of
I'm
sweet,
getting blamed.
but
for
it is
this.
fresh
It
water.
turned out just
Completely
fine.
potable.
He found his way,
So the people
Two
swimming in
potions
are
out.
probably not thirsty.
and he was literally being guarded by a black dragon. I'm sorry. I repent for having tossed this poor child and who eventually was being guarded by a black dragon. He was perfectly fine.
Ingrid might have eaten him at some point.
How long do you think it would have taken for Tiamat to find Ocean Cellar's hiding place?
I don't
That's
know.
the real question.
Depends if it was protected by a potion or not. Exactly.
There's a lot of potions down there, though.
That was too strong for Tiamat.
The box was.
Yeah, and I overcame the box.
Yes.
Some of you did. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay, well, do we need to find the bookkeeper again?
I don't know,
Because
is there a
we
path to
want
go
to
to
make
another
it to the
level?
top level.
Yeah, so you guys are essentially just like on the beach. You can go into the city if you want, or you can go swimming.
Go in the city.
I'm tempted to go swimming
Wow,
and give the sea elves a taste of the chimera mating water.
Oh no!
But I won't. Let's
Thank
go
you.
into the city.
All right. I'm just gonna say you guys approach the city. So yeah, you approach the city. It is beautiful. Large white colored buildings. But yeah, you actually, as you approach, you begin to see that there are people there. Just going about different businesses. It looks like there are vendors, people tending to gardens. As you reach the gate of the city, you also find an interesting creature. And by creature, I mean
The bookkeeper.
this thing.
Sam Hill is
Is that a bulldog dwarf?
It's
Hawk? Centaur?
It's a dwarf a hawk centaur.
Uh,
That's what it is.
You guys thought you were over the hybrids.
Kind of
Abomination.
was there anything interesting in the markets?
Well, I mean, you can see more markets inside. You haven't really gotten to them
Oh, we
yet.
haven't gone inside yet.
Yeah, this is at the city gate.
Are you the guard?
What is this guy's name?
Fred.
Bully.
Yes, I am Bully Chrysanthemum. I am. Whoa, what happened? Well, are you doing that?
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, that wasn't me. I am the one who guards the city gate. I make sure that none enter in who would wish evil upon these good, what are they called? Pilgrims.
Pilgrims?
We wish evil and go in.
That's not
Yeah, that's definitely
Shut up.
not true.
Shut up.
I slay the wicked and those who murder and cause death.
Okay, we wish no evil on any good man.
He looks at all of you kind of appraisingly.
Are
I
these
see.
pilgrims good?
Hmm?
Are pilgrims good?
Yes, this is a resting place for the souls of the dead who have done good in their lives.
Well, we're out.
You know,
We
eyes
have
all-
a child. Do you want one?
He eyes all of you, and he eyes the child, and he says, well, we don't particularly want a child. We would be more than happy to care for him.
What do you say, Bartholomew?
Bartholomew now. This kid's name keeps getting changed.
The kid's like,
I know it started with a B.
It's better than the last place.
No, it wasn't. You don't see any centaurs here.
There's
Well, whatever
Yeah,
that
it's
is.
a centaur.
I am a Lamasu, by the way.
See?
that's a little soon. Okay.
Can you make him granola?
It's a lawsuit.
Granola?
Whoever bred
Yes.
that should be
Oh
sued.
yes, we have all sorts of wonderful foodstuffs here.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess the child is right. This is better. Is there other children for Bartholomew to play with?
Oh yes, unfortunately there are.
Barty boy.
Exactly.
Are any
So-
of them alive, or are they all dead?
Most of the pilgrims here are dead.
Then this isn't a place for a living boy. Barty, you're staying with us until we find you a proper home.
Okay,
Want to play with a puppy?
sure.
No, don't give him that puppy.
Come here, mongrel.
Is he still a puppy?
I would say that the puppy's grown a little bit by now. It's like not quite the stage of between puppy and there's that stage between puppy and dog. It's like a
He's a teenager.
big puppy. Yeah.
All right, bully chrysanthemum. We just want to find Michael.
Ah, well, you've got quite a ways to go. He looks and he points up at the mountain. It just goes at like an almost impossible angle, almost like taller than you can see. He says, "Yeah, he's right there at the top."
Have you seen a person named Mao?
Mao?
Yes, his name is Mao.
I mean, we got a lot that come through here, to be quite honest.
Was he wielding a fork?
A fork.
Yes, a tuning fork.
Was he hungry?
No.
Two-pronged fork.
Yes, tuning fork.
You can't say him.
Okay. I'm beginning to think we could rush to judgment. Where did Mao go then?
I don't know.
I would think he would have come here.
Why?
Well, they're trying to put together the staff of creation.
Is he actually part of that group, though?
He had the fork.
I understand that, but if we had the fork, we're not trying to do that, are we?
Well, he tried to kill us.
Well, you spaghetti fighting. What do you expect?
But he wasn't there for when that happened. He doesn't remember that.
You don't know.
Well, he certainly didn't stay hang around long enough for us to ask. I was sure he came to heaven. So, Bully, is there like a registry maybe we can look for to find if Mao is here or been past here?
We don't really have a registry. People come and go as they please.
Okay. Well, I want to go to the next level.
Let's go. I do want to see if there's anything interesting in the market. I
Yes.
lost my ring of protection in the far realm.
Yes.
I want to see if they have a rod we can buy to plane shift back here.
Let's see.
Do you have a lot of gold?
That's a lot.
More than
There's the
13.
All right, so you wander through the city, which, by the way, just asking around, this city would be known as Heart's Faith. You find all sorts of basic goods, foodstuffs. However, there's no weapons, nor armor. Basically, there's things that just ordinary people use, instruments, tools.
What's this place called? Hearts?
Heart's Faith.
I want a rod of protection.
Is there an immovable rod?
They don't sell any
Snap.
particular magical items of great strength in this location. There are a good number of Lamasu that look fairly similar to Bully Boy here. You get the feeling that they guard the city and ensure that peace is maintained.
Sorrel,
Immovable rod.
I want a staff of defense.
So, looking for just a forked metal rod worth at least 250 gold pieces attuned to a particular plane of existence. So, I need a forked rod.
Yeah, they would sell tuning forks here.
Can you guide Sorrel?
I'll do it.
You do it.
All
I'll
right.
take the help action.
That's actually pretty good. You actually get what you want.
Perfect.
Sorrel, you're improving.
I am. Thank you. No more squanderer for me. It's Sorrel the Conjurer.
I'm gonna hold on to it. I can't attune to it yet. What did you ask for again? Staff of defense, which is attunable by a bard, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Too bad we don't have any of those.
I'm about to get one when he levels up.
If he levels up.
Yeah, I killed Tiamat. I guess.
All right, well,
This is action based, and that wasn't big enough action to get anything out
Tiamat
Alright.
killed herself.
Next time Tiamat shows up, I'll fight her straight on.
all right, whatever the path to the next level is.
All right, yeah. There's a set of stairs that leads up to the next level, which is kind of obscured by a mist. But as you pass through, you are met by none other than
The bookkeeper.
the bookkeeper.
You know, knowing that the scythe is in Vincent's hands really took the wind out of me. I thought that the Rydrins were 2 artifacts into the Staff of Creation. Now they only have the one.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
And so we're gonna go to Michael, and Michael's gonna be like, "Yeah, of course I've got the spear of awesome Michaelness," and he's gonna be like, "It's perfectly safe right here," and I'll be like, "Okay, I already made it here."
So is this representation of heaven very biblical?
If nothing else, we can warn him about Winston and the rights.
So I took this
The Rydrin
basically
has the
straight
four,
out of
Winston
the
has the
5e like Dungeons and Dragons. It's pretty accurate to lore.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hell was a lot more me, but this place is a lot more.
Lots of fun when we mess around with. Yeah.
All right, bookkeeper.
Should have gone hunting for
Ah, yes. He opens the
the Null Lord.
And he already said Mao isn't
Hogger.
here.
Your next sin is the sin of lust.
Sorrel.
Oh yeah.
Sorrel reddens a little bit. Because I wasn't the only one.
Just kidding. I didn't do anything.
I didn't physically do anything.
I'm good. I'm gonna pull out my hammer.
Ever for your virtue.
Takes it. Looks it over. Can I keep this?
You'd have to buy it from me.
Ooh. He opens the book. What would you want for it?
50,000 gold.
Closes the book.
5,000 platinum would be sufficient.
He hands it back. It is a simple minor trinket. I have no actual money to forthwith to buy it.
Well, then what were you going to be offering?
Your soul.
Redemption, perhaps?
All right. Well, Sorrel, I guess
You need to repent of lust.
And with a the mists
Not a
wisp
paladin
about.
redemption.
And you find yourself.
I swear, we're in the Palace of Pleasure.
Grask! Where are you?
How to describe this place?
Explicit.
I don't actually have a battle map for
Adults.
this, so use your mind, if you will.
The relationship between me and my sword is
You do find
Truly
yourself in a fairly nice room.
The Undercity of Las Vegas.
no, that's not a very nice.
It is adorned with fancy trimmings. This appears to be some sort of an office, but it has a regal-looking desk and flags and such adorning the walls.
So, bookkeeper, how are we supposed to repent?
Oh, he's already done.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he told us what we needed to do for sloth.
I know,
He didn't
right?
give us any hints for this one.
Just go and repent. Well, then, I think it's easy enough. Let's just sit here and not have sex with each other.
Impossible.
You turn around and you already see Martin and go here and get now. Here.
He's just drinking that water.
I'm going. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to crisscross applesauce on the floor and start meditating.
Mhm.
I will continue to resist my lustful desires.
I'm just gonna.
Zorro? No, he is so old.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right.
I'm
We're all
17.
really old.
I'm
Too young to settle
17.
down.
Maybe we can.
No.
Wait, no, I'm celibate.
Romeo and Juliet laws be damned.
Oh boy. I'm getting rid of the bookkeeper. He doesn't need to see this.
Of course he is.
Yes, he records everything. Everything in the book of life is written in his
So
book.
he needs to repent.
You said there was a desk?
Yes.
But he's not guilty of sloth. He sees horrible things happening in his book all the time.
He doesn't
does
just
nothing.
see, he watches.
Exactly.
That's
Oh,
worse.
but that's not the sin of sloth, though.
Yeah.
What is this?
So what's on this desk?
So I'll say that on this particular desk, you find
Grilling eggs.
It's the soda back, top right. That looks like cream. or
yeah,
something
not
like
your
that.
soda cream soda.
Oh yeah.
I'll say that it
Thank
has
you.
records about taxes and
perfect.
various regions, the amount of tax that has been levied.
Oh no, it's Orcus's office.
That's it.
If it is, you guys are gonna have problems.
But yes, at this point, you guys are kind of rifling about, looking at
No,
stuff.
I'm sitting down,
You're
meditating,
sitting down,
not
meditating.
being lustful.
Do you recognize the office? There you go.
Roll an intelligence check.
That's not really good.
Add 0 if you're within 10 feet.
Add 0.
Is anyone else in the room?
Like 14.
That's pretty good. You probably recognize the sigil. I don't remember what the sigil is. Hold on.
Remember, but you don't.
Loading.
You may remember the sigil, but I don't. Give me 1 moment.
I am too
The
intelligent
EMS
for
roll
you.
an intelligence check.
Do you guys know how big this campaign is? Just give me a second here.
Is it the
No,
upside down?
it's-
Is it the upside down scepter?
I mean, our sessions
That would be funny.
have reached the 70s.
Ugh. Okay, here we go.
We're like 75% of the way there.
Oh boy.
On Neopets. That's so incredibly soon.
Admittedly, a lot of cultists mad at me. We don't just kill their god
Aren't we do? Oh, without consequences. Yes, yes, there it is.
Maybe I'll find my cult again. Who knows? I can have my cult fight their cult. If anybody in my cult survived.
You have your own cult.
Yeah, she's the queen.
Two cults if you're counting, which I am.
Where's the second one?
Well, first
With the
I
crown.
took over Clifton,
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
king
one.
of Yellow, because I killed the guy.
And
And
then,
then they summoned me in the far realms.
Stone should put her hands on and talk to these people.
Yes, and
She
I
killed the old man.
She had
Yes.
these two younger women
Yeah.
kill an old man.
Is the one south Albion? Is that what it's Albion? South of Clifton?
Albumin.
Oh, Albion.
Albia.
Oh, Albion.
Yeah, this is the symbol that is on all of the.
this one.
Yes. And the door opens, and a terrible smell assaults, especially Voishana's
Oh no, we're in the realm of the ugly people.
And the ugliest person that you've ever seen in
You're
your
not.
life walks through the door. And
I
goes,
am meditating,
Oh.
but it's been broken, and so I can get my Vicks paper route.
the Trickanders. We're in Trickand.
No. They'll kind of look at you with a stupefied expression on their terribly disfigured, ugly face. Can't tell whether it's a man or a woman.
Nor do we want to.
There's lumps, but it's hard to distinguish.
Oh,
Yeah, lumps in all the wrong places.
Jeez.
And that's the oddest thing again is that you can't really put a finger on like what's wrong
Nor
with
do
this
we
person.
want to put a finger on the person.
But you don't want to put a finger on this person. Exactly. You get the idea. Yeah, they'll look at you and be like, who are you?
Really? This is where the bookkeeper sent us for lust?
I'm so confused.
Are we supposed to lust after this person?
We're supposed to
I-
drive the
I
list
have
from her.
success. I have successfully resisted my lustful thought. Hold on. Okay. Yes, lust could not be any further from my heart. I feel repentant. You, Daraheim, Zorro.
My lust is gone.
So I was like, I got it all out weeks ago. Don't worry. Again,
Did that.
this time a little firmer of voice. The personage will address you.
Now
and say,
don't come in here. Oh, jeez.
who are you, and what are you doing in Her Majesty's palace?
We were sent here by. It's a long story. We're here for an audience.
No, we're not. We're here to resist.
Temptation.
Yes.
Lustful.
You're here for an audience, you say.
No, we're not.
No, quite
What
the
else would
opposite,
we be
actually.
Actually, the queen of Trickand is quite good looking.
Supposedly.
What's going on with all the ugly spawn?
Maybe she stole their good looks.
Exactly. No, that's it. No, we're just here to resist our carnal urges.
She looks around and she actually would recognize Sorrel. She'll say, "Hey, here's Sorrel the Squanderer."
How is he so famous?
You know, your talents actually may seem to be a bit useful. We could use some supplies at the moment. Things are bad.
What kind of supplies?
Anything, food, weapons,
Make it.
medical supplies.
Is there an ancient evil deity laying waste to your city?
Yes.
Okay, I have a couple questions.
Is there a window?
First
Sure,
question
yeah,
I
there's a
want to
window.
know.
It's not like look out the window. I'm just like,
Oh, we're outside.
No, Trickand is to the left.
Well,
Which city was destroyed by...
Nordstrom.
that one.
That was destroyed.
That one got destroyed when we went to the other.
Have you heard tidings of the destruction of Nordstrom?
Oh yes, I've been able to follow along with the coalition's council meetings.
How long ago was that?
That was 2.5 months ago.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Where are all the people of Anvillion?
Unfortunately, and I hate to say it, but a good deal of the good people of Anvillion are either missing or dead. The remainder can be found in the cities of Wolfenheim, within our enclave of Turkand, and then there are a few survivors as well in the city of Helvald.
Why? What happened?
Where have you been the past few months?
Far away.
I see. Well, all sorts of strange things have been happening lately. This isn't beyond the realm of impossibility. But yes, 2.5 months ago, all hell broke loose, quite literally. It seems like the planes crashed together in a great discombobulation.
Cataclysm?
Yes, cataclysm. Great plains of fire and brimstone appeared out of nowhere.
Because we have to get the fork back.
In addition to that, it wasn't just fire and brimstone, it was shadow. Places where the sun dare not shine. And from these places came...
You?
That was rude.
I'm sorry. You're offended. You're offensive. Keep going.
I'll choose to look past that and be the better woman.
At least we established that.
Wait, Shauna, you are being rude.
As I was saying...
I see it.
It.
I see it.
As I was saying, great tragedy arose from this cataclysm as great hordes of demons and shadowy monsters emerged and began attacking wantonly. Most of the people were forced to flee, and so that is the situation we find ourselves in today, is that all the survivors who are still alive have fled to places of strength, fortresses.
Somebody's turned their giggle box upside down. She's going to have a conniption if she doesn't let it go. She's going to have a heart attack. Just laugh already. She's going to blow a kidney here in just a second.
Oh, no, that really hurts. Oh, my goodness, I think I'm tired. That was hard.
Why don't we still pass? I'm sorry. I will look at your game.
Yes, if it wasn't for our wonderful and most powerful queen, as well as the additional coalition forces, I fear that we would have been overrun entirely. But we are holding strong for now.
What's the coalition?
What did I call this? Ah, yes, the Anvil Coalition. It is what we call our forces who strive against the brink of collapse. Yes, the Anvil Coalition.
Okay.
Does King Dan yet live?
I am afraid that King Dan was lost in the attack on Anvillion. The great five-headed dragon slew many there.
A bit faster on that.
I was busy. We were all kind of losing it for a while.
Some of us lost it completely.
If you want, I can take you to discuss with the leaders, and perhaps they can find a use for you.
Do you have a brothel?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, you can find one in the town if that's what you go for.
Boy, Sean, I believe those coupons were eaten by Tiamat.
No, that's not what I'm looking for. The bookkeeper left us very little instruction, so I assume we have to go to a brothel and resist somehow falling into their womanly wiles.
Boy, Shona, do you really want to go to a Trakander brothel?
No, I do not, but we're trying to go through heaven here.
Maybe as punishment we have to.
I think that we've been punished enough.
Maybe resistance is futile.
Look, going to a Trakander brothel.
No,
It's not
I'm.
going to prove anything.
Then why were we sent to Trigand?
The only good-looking Trakand there is the queen. Clearly, we need to talk to her.
Fine. Can we talk to the queen?
I would agree with that.
Yes, I can take you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's
So,
get moving.
She'll lead you down the hall.
Thanks, Lucy, guys. Wow.
Let me read this real quick. I want to be sure I'm giving you proper information before I mess up the storyline and everything, guys.
More than already?
Yeah. We've already destroyed the world enough.
It's called Anvillion Apocalypse for a reason, guys. All right.
Imagine the state they'd be in.
Really wanted to save this round. He would be very disappointed now.
Imagine the state they'd be in if we weren't here.
Oh, yeah.
Spiders would have taken over. Drow. Demons.
Drow.
Oh, yeah. Did we stop the demons?
Then we slowed them down, killed a few of them.
What the?
We still need to find the fork and return that to Asmodeus. How are we going to do that?
Well, I had assumed this whole time that Mao, because he went through a planar portal, he was trying to get the Staff of Creation. And so in order to get the Staff of Creation, he needed the scythe, the fork, and the spear. But now we know that the scythe, Winsett has, and for what we understand, Winsett does not have the fork. So, again, I assume Mao went to heaven to get the spear. And so the idea was just beat him there.
That didn't work.
Well, we're slowly going that way, but I'm beginning to feel that Mao did not go to heaven. So now I have no clue where he went.
Well, I'm sure Michael will know something.
At the very least.
If you'll just wait here in the waiting room, I will go inform them.
Yes, feel free.
You're still here? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was the rude one.
And yeah, she slips into the servant's door. A few minutes later, the door opens. You see none other than... Sorry, I'm getting into my character here. Geoffrey Coinbottom. In his fancy top hat, pokes his head out from the
Which
door.
one is Joffrey?
Joffrey was the brother, wasn't it? The one with the mustache?
No, I'm pretty sure the original was Joffrey. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
maybe. It doesn't matter. They're pretty much the same person.
Yes, we had some questions about that.
One became the Baron of the East, one became the Baron of the West.
Yeah, this guy. That's right. They're like identical, right?
Almost.
Almost.
He did buy us out of slavery.
Apart from Tycho.
Yeah, Geoffrey Coinbottom, that's his name.
Oh, okay.
To travelers.
Mr. Coinbottom.
If it isn't a
I'm
squander,
not sexually attracted to.
it has been quite a while since I've seen your like. I hope the travelers have treated you well.
So currently, Voyashana
Absolutely not. How about you?
5, Lust 0.
I would find it safe to say that our land has seen better times. But I do find myself at the top, keeping things under control. management has always been a strong suit of mine.
How's your brother?
Gone missing.
That's dreadful.
City turned yellow and the dark yellow haze engulfed everything. Haven't heard from him since.
You seem rather shaken up by that.
Well, I'm sure he'll pop up sooner or later.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm a man of business. I don't put too much stock into sentimentalities.
Which city?
Clifton. Right?
Yes, it was the first of the cities that was engulfed by that yellow haze.
There were others?
Oh yes, a good deal.
Didn't the... Oh no, we did stop that. The amulet being put on Howard. Yes, we kept that from happening.
That's why Howard turned into.
So now there's a Cthulhu running around somewhere.
Okay. So, Mr. Coinbottom,
Oh yes.
we're here to resist our lustful urges, I guess.
Hard thing to do around the queen, if you know what I mean.
Oh, so that's what we're supposed to do? Resist. Okay, so can we see the queen?
Well, that's your own risk if that's what you want to do. As a matter of fact, we were actually just holding a council, all the leaders of the resistance, the coalition together.
You should be informed. I slew Tiamat a few minutes ago.
That is wonderful news. Tiamat was one of our greatest concerns in this battle.
Which was easy.
If that is the case, then congratulations are in order.
Like opening a door.
It's almost like opening a box.
Okay, so I guess we do want to see the queen.
Yes, follow, if you will, follow me.
I thought we were getting the thing. So that other thing went to go.
And he opens the door wider, and you see a grand table with a map on the center of it. Standing around the table, you see none other than
King of Dan.
Asmodeus,
Whoa.
the King of Devils.
No.
No, that's Grast. He was a demon prince.
Yeah.
Additionally, you see Wallwetter,
Wallwetter?
the Night Walker.
Yes.
Who slays false hydras for fun.
Fourthly, you see Calvinius in his human form, along with his daughter.
Oh, let's not mention killing their wife and mother.
Hey, so just so you know.
Was that who we killed?
That was the
Yeah,
blue
she
dragon.
was the blue dragon, one of the bloods of the
That
ECO.
was the wife of
That was
Calvinus?
potentially
Calvinus'
the wife,
wife,
because a red and
mother
blue
of the
dragon
purple
made a
dragon.
purple baby.
Oh, I thought it was the
Her
daughter
daughter.
we killed.
Oh, the purple daughter, red father, blue mother.
Yes, okay.
And yes,
I may or
sitting
may not
there,
have friends that
being
said
held
blue
by
dragon.
several Tricanders in her litter, covered by the lacy window shutters. You can, you're not seeing her directly, but you can see a warping in the air around this litter. And even just being this close to it, you have a desire to serve and to be with, and you just want the best for this woman. It's hard to resist. Additionally, on a leash leading out from the litter, you will see none other than Grast, the demon lord, prostrate on the ground, head bowed,
Oh my.
below the litter.
Leashed.
They all turn to look at you.
Grast! Can he raise his head?
He
I'm
can.
asking the group.
Yeah, no, he can. He looks up at you and he waves and
Grast!
smiles at you.
Good to see you.
Ha! If it isn't the squandered. Long time no see. Anything say?
We share a moment.
You shared a moment.
Yes. Not physically.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
mentally,
she sat in his last for
far more dangerous.
quite the
Yes.
Uh-oh.
as well.
Yeah, I was very resistant at first, but it was kind of an enemies to lovers kind of a deal.
You must be dying right now.
No, not really. Because like now he's lost his dominant posture. Now he's like a puppy. And so it's not like, how am I supposed to lust after this obvious?
Being 17, though, you might have a little more problem controlling that.
Maybe. Okay, so we're here.
Yes. Allow me to introduce. This is the Squandered. Squandered. This is. He'll introduce everyone, although most of them you already know and recognize. And then he'll say, "Yes, we are the bastion upon which rests the last of civilization."
Okay. Give me the quick Spark Notes version. What are your other greatest concerns in the land? I took care of Tiamat a few minutes ago. She's dead.
So Asmodeus will speak up first. He says, "Well, with I remember his voice as whatever else. With the great cataclysm, my fortress fell to the earth, and many of the devils were incapacitated. Those that remained, I took with me, and we fled to the nearest establishment, which so happened to be the city of Helvald, a large dome made up of iron."
That's the one that was besieged by goblins, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Saved that.
Unfortunately, I lost many of my forces who were taken captive by the demons.
The demons. Demons around Hellsvog?
Helvald, excuse me.
Hellvog.
The majority of the demons are running amok in Anvillion. The demon lords, they wreak havoc.
Is Zartumoy among them?
Yes, indeed.
Didn't we kill her?
Yes. I did.
You were supposed to keep her, by the way. What happened?
The stone petrification wore off.
Grave error.
Yep. So, totally not turned on.
Demons around
So everyone
Hellvald,
knows.
and Muck and Anvillion.
Still totally.
What else?
I know.
Additionally, there are shadowy
Voice on a
beasts,
6, lust 0.
dark creatures of great power which wander the land. Not too dissimilar to our new ally, Wallwetter here.
You know, why are you allying yourselves with these folks, Wallwetter?
Wallwetter will. Wallwetter is a very large being. He towers over everyone.
Right?
He explained that once. Wallwetter will step and stoop down and look down at all of you with darkness melting from his being, like a dry ice almost. And he'll say, "I cut a deal with Coinbottom here. You see, when the shadow fell into the material plane, I found myself in Wolfenheim, which was one of the most exciting things that has happened in quite some time. It made me yearn for the old days when I was a general in the demon army. But, finding myself without an army, I cut a deal with Coinbottom here. He put me in charge of the entire defense force. You may call me General Wallwetter. And so long as I hold this title, I will do what I do best."
White walls.
Yes, actually.
Is he playing with anyone?
Not at the moment.
Oh yeah, that was gruesome.
Okay, shadow beasts wander the land, demons around Hellvault and amok in Anvillion. Tiamat was in Anvillion, but no longer. Any other areas of concern?
Several cities have. They haven't disappeared, but they are covered in a yellow haze.
Yellow haze.
Anyone who enters therein has not returned.
Eastern cities of Anvillion.
They're kind of scattered all over. There are cities in Nordstrom. We even have one here in Trikand, near the wall. It was very unfortunate. We lost a good ally there in a bronze dragon. But we have 3 bastions: Helvald, the Great Wall of Trikand, and Wolfenheim, which is protected but at least 50% of the time by the Great Shield. The demons, they attack night and day.
The Great Shield around Wolfenheim?
Mm-hmm.
That's still holding up, huh?
It is.
Well, why do the demons attack at night? They can't get through.
They surge and they gather, and then when the shield falls, that is the time where we wet the walls.
That was good.
You
That
like that one?
was actually very good.
For now, my Bodax and my forces are able to keep them at bay, but I don't know for how long.
I'll come.
It is only by sheer luck that the demon lords, they fight amongst themselves almost as much as they come after us.
Have you managed to kill any of them on this plane?
Not any of the demon lords. Many high-ranked demons, though.
Do they reappear in weakened states?
Unfortunately, yes.
Great.
It is a never-ending battle, and while our forces are strong and capable, they are not as easily replaced as the fodder that the demons send.
So, not the hottest group of people.
Indeed.
Queen of Trikand. Did she respond? Oh, is she gonna open
An
up?
arm gauntleted with a chrome piece of armor.
I'm going to stand as
Well,
close
open
as I
the-
can to him.
We'll open the window,
Of course she has an armor piece.
and the face pops out, and the face is unlike any you've ever seen. All light in the room almost dims to the point of darkness, where until she is the source of all light.
Is this some sort of spell?
Yes. You know how the gnome guy was super smart because he had an armor piece, and then the armor piece he has makes him super fast if he
tunes to it.
yes. And then the guy who clones had an armor piece.
It made him
Behold.
super tough.
Behold the one that makes you beautiful.
All right.
Or is it charisma?
Yes.
The technical term is glamour, but yes, essentially attractiveness is
GLO
is the
Let's see.
There's an
Force of
unnecessary
will is
U.
Glamour.
Yes, exactly.
But yes, the moment you see her complexion, all individual will fails you.
It's a saving throw.
You can try to make one.
Is it a charisma save?
What?
Or is it like a charm?
No,
Is she charming?
I don't know where she is. Sorry.
I don't know. I have an advantage on being charmed, so I know.
Is it magical in nature?
Yes.
Okay, everyone has advantage that is within 10 feet of me. Is it a charisma save?
Sure.
Sure.
He's probably 30.
You have no idea what my charisma
It's not
save
so.
is.
The way that I work this out is
Does it save of 40.
I'll say that with a roll that high, you're able to maintain some sense of self. However, it is such a powerful experience that even with you maintaining this inner core around your soul, you would never deign or consider doing anything that would harm this woman. As a matter of fact, you would do anything to protect and serve within your power, so long as you are within her presence.
Okay. Well, what are we supposed to do then? Because I rolled a nat 20 and I have a plus 20 on my charisma saves.
I also got a 20.
Yeah, well, I did not.
Everyone that goes a little slack-jawed and cow-eyed as
That's a 10.
she dresses
Yeah. Advantage and plus 7 for me.
Oh, I had plus 7. So.
Who was the one who addressed her?
I
did. You.
23 charisma.
She'll address you and she'll say, "What is your name?"
Voyashana.
What did you ask again?
28.
Nothing, just her name.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question and now I've
Forgot the question.
yeah, it involved lust. I know lust was involved.
Oh,
which
you're
lust is
feeling
winning.
it. You're feeling it.
Yes.
It's odd. It's like you have an internal battle. You would do anything to be with this woman, yet knowing that you approaching this woman would cause her distress fills you with distress beyond anything you've ever felt. It's like going to your first high school dance, and the women are all gathered on the far side of the room looking at you, and you're approaching. It's probably the best way to describe it.
Never went to high school.
Exactly. So yes. She'll say, while mine is not the place of a tactician, I would ask that you do your best to resolve our current crisis. And as this order enters your minds, it enacts a command so strong within you that all of you bow down and immediately say yes.
Yes.
Although Martin, you rolled pretty high. If you want to try to resist it, you can.
28, is that even close?
I want to try to resist it.
Make a charisma check.
Check or save?
Just a check.
Yes, of course.
25.
You don't bow down and say yes immediately. But it's really hard.
Can I approach and try to remove the piece of armor?
Doing so in your mind would cause harm. You cannot do it. You would try to, but it is impossible.
Okay. Are we done here?
I know, right? What do you want us
And
to
then
do?
the window
Just
slowly
if you want me to
shuts.
say something, I'll say, I'm here because
And everyone's
I'm
minds
supposed to repent
return
of lust.
back to
Obviously, I'm
normal.
not doing
Araheim wipes the drool from his lips.
I'm like, okay,
A
it's
tear
gone
from his
all
eye.
the way down to the chin. Okay, that's not good.
Grass will pipe up and he'll say, "Ah, yes, my love. I live to serve you."
Okay, now it's such a turn off, Grass. Just stop.
You're just jealous of what we have.
Yes, because we had something and now you're this? Like breaking up with your boyfriend that who was a lawyer and now he works at the corner market.
It's exactly the same.
Say what you will, but I think I'll stick around and enjoy this particular sweet meat for as long as I can. Even if I have to debase myself to do so.
That's fine.
But it's not like any of you are any different.
No.
No.
us to do here?
Coin Bottom, who also is like wiping the drool from his mouth, will excuse me. Yes, like Queen Tukand has asked, if you don't mind, if you could find a way to avert this crisis, that would be most appreciated.
Which crisis? All of them, or just
All of them, if possible. I know that in your travels you've probably come across many powerful beings or possible allies. If you could reach out to these and see if they could lend assistance, that would be appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
But why can't you keep them in here?
They're my emergency.
And I do have a specific ask.
Why is that?
Unfortunately, we were caught with our pants down a little bit. You see, the army of Anvillion, the magical knights, they are currently in the Prey Lands laying siege to the orcs. We tried to contact them to let them know to come home and defend their homeland. However, it would appear that they believe that this communication is some sort of ruse. And they insist on staying to do battle.
What about the
with orcs.
dragon? Not the dragons, the spiders. Aren't they helping or doing anything?
Yeah, the spider division.
Ah, yes.
Nyazrid.
Nyazrid, it does indeed help. She reinforces the forces of Wolfenheim.
Against the demons.
Yes.
Good for her. I'm glad she's making something of herself. Those magic knights need to let go of that battle against the orcs and return home.
Yes, it is quite frustrating. I believe that the commander has a certain vendetta, an oath of vengeance, as it were. He refuses to part from it. Well, that is all we have to report. If you should find us allies or some solution, we ask that you come back and let us know. I suppose in the meantime you would probably like to see your children.
Children?
What? At this point, Grast will
Oh no!
pop up.
What?
And he says, "Oh yeah,
Our children.
Whose children?
Ours.
Oh!
From the palace.
Oh yeah, the Cambions. Well, I didn't physically participate, so I didn't have it.
There's a. Chill out. We're playing a game.
yes, the Cambions. Yes, most of them they'll be ready to fight within a matter of months. But for now, some of them are still quite young. If you would, I'm sure they would be glad to see you."
Asmodeus, why are you working with the Cambions and Grast?
Asmodeus will pipe up and say, "I've made use of demon lords before. I won't hesitate to do so again if it depends, if the fate of the material plane and all of Faerun depends upon it."
Over there.
Fine. Makes sense.
Yeah?
Can I have some chips?
Sure. So yeah. Unless you have any other business with these leaders of the Anvil Coalition, the guide that led you to the place will.
I'm going to turn my helmet around so it's backwards.
Sweet. Why?
I can no longer see.
Okay.
I want to go get that armor piece. Queen of Japan.
All right.
See. It's like, just feel around.
I think this is what we're supposed to do to satisfy Bookkeeper.
Or is
Steal
it,
the armor piece?
or is it something to do with our children?
So you
Maybe look at our children,
Oh.
give them names.
are you still
'Cause
moving
that's
forward
our
with the
sin.
plan?
I'm going to try, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you wander blindly back into the throne room.
I have blindsight.
Oh, you have blindsight.
I don't have to see.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah,
My
you
aura tells me where everything is.
you can sense exactly where she is. with the amount of magic that is warping the air, it's easy to tell. But more than that, as you get closer, you're able to kind of resist a little bit better this time around because you don't see her or her litter. But as you get closer and closer to her, you begin to smell how attractive she is, how beautiful.
Smell it.
And you can hear her breathing within her litter.
You stand on.
It is like the trumpets of angels, which you have heard recently. This is better.
Oh, sweet.
All right, I'm gonna turn around. Time to go visit our kids.
All right. So yeah, you leave. The lady guides you. She leads you to a separate section of the palace, and then opens the doors wide, and you are greeted by none other than several succubi and several various aged children. Let's see, how long has it been since you guys went?
2.5 months at least. We spent in the far realm.
Probably be closer to 3 months. Some traveling.
Sorry, I got some of that.
Are these like children made to grow faster than normal?
They do actually. Yeah, I'll say that by this point they're all so. There's like I said a kind of an age range like all the way down from like 2 or 3 all the way up to like 16.
How many can rush Sorrel and say,
A bunch of really gangly looking ones, about 6 or 7 years old, will rush towards Sorrel, and they'll all come up and look at him, and they'll say, "He's my daddy."
Fight over it.
Who all participated there? I'm trying to remember.
Not me.
you didn't keep the board?
No, I feel like that's something I would remember.
You weren't. Yeah, I don't think you were.
I do not think I was there for
You
that
weren't in the
section.
group yet. We ran into you later.
But yeah, Sora will start to interact with children, getting to know them. There's like a dozen of them in there that approached him.
Yeah, I think twice. I think.
Okay. Amongst the crowd of these children, 2 or 3 of them will kind of wander up. All of them, by the way, they're Cambions. They sport humans' wings and a tail. But a couple of them have black scales along their demon wings and tails. And they'll come up to you and say, Are you Masuli? I'll say there's a boy and a girl.
Nice. Black scales or green scales?
She's black, isn't it?
Scale.
Oh, excuse me. I was a little off there. Yeah, no, they've got green scales. Additionally, I'll say that a small dwarven cambion, about 6 or 7 years old, approaches you as well, and says, "Kind of short, aren't you?"
Not as short as you.
Oh, you got me there. So, Mommy told me all about you. Said you're very talented. Quick learner. Very giving. I don't really know much beyond that, though.
I make fireballs.
You can make fireballs? Oh, can you show me?
Is there a spot I can do that?
Our cambions immune to fire damage.
I think they have, like, resistance. I mean, I can check.
You've already done
Resistances, yeah, they have resistance.
So is there somewhere just up in the air I could make a fireball?
Sure, you can just open the window and then blow up a section of the sky.
That's
At which point the child claps. I'll say it's a boy. That sounds about right. So you get a boy, you get a boy. And a girl.
There you go.
4.
Are you?
Yeah.
Mommy says that you paid her. Can you give us an allowance too?
Like, cool.
Because it's metal?
Daddy, can we have an allowance?
In the back, there's a little clip, but don't undo it.
Must be
so
on
hard
another
to
planet.
Okay, dude.
Shut up, kids. I'm reading.
Let's pay
So Mommy said that she would let you give us a name if you ever ran into us. What name do you want to give us?
Oh, you're gonna fall off. Hey, stop. Otherwise, you can't sit here.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you have to sit here, but if you do it again.
And yours fireball.
Okay.
Why?
Well, because I don't want you to do it.
I'll get it for you.
Well, that's very nice. The answer's still no. You know what'll happen. You won't be able to. Howdy. Hey, you. What do I do?
Don't rip it off.
Touch your nose.
Yucky.
They're like 6 or 7.
Touch your nose.
Alright, here. You
I
gotta
don't
go.
know.
You gotta go.
Little troublemaker, you
Very
rambunctious.
by 15.
Go play with your siblings, please.
Go, go, go.
So if they're on the 6th, so that would be like a teenager
You must.
stature.
Ooh, my chick.
Oh, Cambions age very quickly in my campaign. They're specifically bred to age quickly so that. Matter of fact, I'll actually have the one of the succubi explain it.
These are look like a teenager's
Yeah,
stature.
these children were specifically bred and chosen by, specifically created by Grast, so that he could rise up an army that was resistant to the Fork. His plan was originally to take over Hell, but that plan seems to have gone out the window.
For now, if they want to come with me.
That plan
You
soon
wanna come
gone
along?
to hell.
Would you really take us?
Yeah.
Mommy, can
Teach
we
him how
go?
to steal.
I have much to teach you.
She'll look at the succubus that you had relations with. Says, I don't know.
Oh, no.
How about this? How about one of you go with him, and then when you come back, the other one can go with him, and you'll take turns. It'll be like shared custody.
Fun.
And I expect child payment.
Gave you 2. What more do you want?
A succubus can try.
Now I'm kind of
Take
jealous.
the daughter first. Have the daughter come
They
along.
got kids.
Yes.
It's got wings and a
I
tail.
want
don't.
kids.
What's my name, Daddy?
Gotta think about that. Your mother didn't tell me about you until now.
I think that was the intention, to be honest.
Very aware. So I'll ask
Well,
the
how
kid,
quickly they age and how
what do you like to do?
Dragonborn age would be like a teenager already.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot to do in the what do you call a place where children are raised?
Nursery.
In the nursery. I want to be an adventurer, though, and
No.
fight.
Yes, do that. Have you thought about your first kill?
I mean, a little bit.
Being bred to fight, you have to think about your first kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to kill?
I want to kill monsters.
Okay. Do you think humans are monsters?
Some of them.
Exactly. Kill those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murdering human monsters. Because they are the worst ones. Because they don't look
Okay.
I'm going to be his aunt.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm going to be the aunt that brings him sharp objects for his
I
The
will.
fun on.
I will. I will name.
I brought you a box of firecrackers.
Why does she always walk like she's on the ship?
I'm talking.
Oh, sorry.
This is my child.
Don't. Sorry.
I want to be their aunt.
I will name you Flint. May you be as sharp as your weapon.
Ah, what a wonderful name! Thank you, Daddy. I will try to live up to your expectations.
No, don't do that.
Be your own person.
That's a novel idea. Mommy always said that I would end up serving in Grast's army and overthrow Asmodeus.
But now grass is a groveling embarrassment.
Depends on the person.
Someone would envy his position.
That's right.
Certainly not me.
Well, I appreciate it, Daddy. Have you thought of a name yet for us?
Hi, Cody. What rune was on Winston's glove?
Power. Magic power, specifically.
Name the first one Primus, and the second one Segundus.
I mean, the first one, Optimus.
Aw. And then, yeah, can't have any more kids after that because you just can't beat Optimus. Middle name Prime custom.
What about Sorrel? Is he out there handing names?
Yeah, no, he's handing them left and right. He's really enjoying the fact that he has a family now that wants him.
Jeez.
Sorry, wait till the first time you ask him for something.
Oh, well, he'll
Oh.
provide. but it
Matter
won't
of
be
fact,
what
he's
they
going to
think.
show off his talent right now.
Tarask.
You
Guidance.
can take the Jurassic.
7. Yeah,
Look, kids, a Tarask.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
That's just me.
Around comes the table.
Another corpse of Martin.
That'd be funny. Let's see.
Kids, it's a corpse. Let's show you how to disembowel somebody.
Oh no! Oh, it looks like we're teaching science today. Yuck.
A 10-foot throwing dart lands in the middle
Lawn
of the
darts.
portal.
Yes, lawn darts.
It's like a giant steel spike falls out of the portal right into the ground. I'll say no. He knows better than to do that.
As everyone's getting.
Well, that's not as much fun.
But all the children clap and whee, yay. Sorrel's like, well, it's been nice to meet all of you. I promise that I'll be back and I'll take care of you.
Thank you. You're always a great help.
I'll get a sack and I'll put 1,000 gold in it to give to myself.
Aww. Well, with that, the bookkeeper will.
Oh, finally, there he is.
He'll
Wow,
show
that was
up
cool.
behind Araheim and he'll pat him on the shoulder and say, "You did good. You may pass."
Oh.
What?
And then he'll come in and also take away
Sorrel.
Sorrel. Says, "You'll see them again."
we all have to do this?
He hasn't come up with a name for his children yet.
Well, I don't have any children,
I
so
don't
now
have
what?
any kids.
I know.
I'm
I
a
wish
lady.
I did.
I'll say one by one, they're all taken away except for Marceline.
Who was in the AC? Wall letter, the Queen of Japan, coin bottom, Asmodeus, and
Grass was the dog. Corn bottom, wall letter, Asmodeus.
The female one's easy. It's Nala,
Okay.
which at least pointing as a Draconic means gift.
Is that the one you're taking?
The female, she's coming with me first.
who else was there?
Male.
Gosh dang, we just went over this. I want to write it down so we don't forget.
We got coin bottoms,
From Lion King.
Coin bottom,
wall letter.
wall letter.
That's why I picked it. I'm like, I can remember that word.
Asmodeus.
Queen of Japan.
Japan with grass.
Comes grass. Nyasrid would not have been there. She's leading
Defending.
her armies. The only reason the rest of them were there was because they were having a council before going back to the fight. Oh, the dragons.
Calvinius.
Oh yeah, and his
And his
daughter.
daughter.
Oh yeah.
Whose name I can never remember.
I wrote it somewhere. I don't
Anvil Coalition.
This whole land is really screwed up right now.
remember. Yeah, you could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Come up with a name.
This one I found. I don't know if I'm going to say it right. It's like Pandjed. Pandjed.
Oh, he's gonna hate you.
Means 5 fingers.
He's grateful for his name, gosh dang it. This is the
Yeah,
first time
yeah,
meeting
but I
his father.
Call him Panda for short.
Thank you so much. I
It means
appreciate
5
it.
fingers.
I now know who I am and where I come from.
Make sure I pull one of his fingers off. Haha, you falsely
You
named
said I had 5 fingers.
And he goes and he gives you a big hug.
Aw, that's sweet.
A bear hug.
I love you so much, Daddy. All right, goodbye.
You'd be like I'm also old looking.
Yeah, you will be decrepit.
I'm very old.
Grandpa level.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about the
Yeah.
age thing.
Yeah, so you yeah, the bookkeeper comes, he pats you on the shoulder, he says, all right, time to go.
She's coming along with me.
All right. Let me describe where you are now. Let's see.
Going to hang out with Bartholomew.
We are jumping all over the place. Seven.
So now we got your sins out of the way. So we got
Mine?
total 7. Yeah, you were sloth.
Oh, was I?
Yes.
That was
You're
you. It was the child.
You shut the child.
Oh, so sloth was.
We had to
Again.
go save the child.
The child was fine.
We had to go take care of the child.
The
is what we were
child was
That
being
might be
taken
a
care
good
of.
place to stop. It's 8:45, and
Yeah.
if we start on another sin,
I think
We'll probably
you
go
might
late.
be right.
That
How
sounds
many
good.
sins have you guys done?
2.
Only 2?
But we have
Hey.
learned so much.
This was an information heavy session. There was a lot of
There's
There's a
revelation.
lot going on.
The world is ending.
Evil Wensit wants to rule the world. The world's already in a cataclysm. And pretty much all the big names we've met are in a coalition to try to fight back.
Yep.
Against the demon forces? Is that the main threat? Demon forces and shadow beings?
Yeah.
And Carcosa.
And Carcosa!
Okay, we'll end there. You will all pass on through to Mercuria, the Golden Heaven.
Mercuria.
That's where
Sounds
Did
cool.
they get a level up for just going to a new planet?